It is the Riot Podcast. Hey, y'all.
Final one with our different approach because of our RadioU fundraiser. Thank you to so many amazing podcast listeners who have donated during our fundraiser to help support RadioU, where we're the Riot on RadioU. So if you haven't had a chance to, you can always still donate through RadioU.com. Put in the comments section that you are a podcast listener.
All right, here's what I got for you, Nikki. We got some worst of the Riot today.
Yeah.
Can you keep your gallbladder when they take it out?
Good question.
Somebody having a birthday party at Target.
Okay.
Oreo.
Oh, I remember that one.
I do too. How about this one? Somebody's getting rid of the Biscoff and putting in the Oreo thins.
Oh, okay. I remember that. There was some controversy around that.
And 3 words. Emergency PopTarts.
Emergency PopTarts.
Other things you'll hear from us today that are new. We've got to look at brand new announcements about video games this week. And whether or not you should wear a mask to the movie theater.
Everybody's mad at all the movie theaters going into the weekend, so take it what it is.
Everybody.
But we should probably read things fully before we go get mad at things.
No. I think we're supposed to get mad
Are we
first
still
and then
supposed to?
later you...
I don't know anymore.
I'd say apologize, but I don't even think we're supposed to do that.
Well, again, thank you to everybody for supporting and helping the Riot and our podcast during our fundraiser. RadioU.com. You can donate there anytime you want to and just include podcast listener on the comments section when you donate.
Okay, anything else?
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
One day, a heroic time traveler will go back in time to make sure none of this ever happens. Until then, it's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
So, Nikki, I don't know if you want a lot of people to be mad at you, but I know how to make that happen.
Well, I don't normally like that, but okay.
So one of the best things that you can do is, nobody wants to make a statement because they don't want people to not like them.
Sure.
So they don't want to make a quote-unquote political statement.
Yeah.
But the way to get people really mad is to get out and first say, look, we don't want to make a political statement.
Oh, they'll already start
and
it. Yeah.
that is actually worse than if you had just said whatever you were going to say.
It is. You have to watch how you start those things.
It's not good. So the people at AMC Theaters say that starting July 15th, they're going to start opening up locations.
Yeah.
So that they are ready because, Nikki, Mulan, July 24th.
Oh, are they still sticking with that? Oh, I forgot that was then.
According to Variety.
That's when it'll come out.
And then you've got Tenet. That's the movie I want to see. That's coming to theaters on July 31st. So they say they're going to try to get all of their theaters open in time
for those releases.
And they say they don't want to try to be political about it.
And this is where the hashtag boycott AMC thing started, even though everybody's doing the hashtag for all the other theaters too.
They are not going to make you wear a mask to AMC Theaters. So everybody's mad about that.
Now, if you really look at what he was saying, if I think I saw it,
okay.
They were saying they assumed most people would be wearing them anyways, but they didn't feel the need to mandate it. Yes,
right.
But they did put in there they thought most people would be comfortable and would still be wearing their masks on their own.
So in other words, masks are welcome. They're just not going to force you to wear a mask.
But I think based on
and now everyone's mad.
Everybody's mad because they're making it seem like they said they don't want anybody wearing masks into the movie theater, and that's not true.
It's not.
I know. It's how they're wording it.
Oh man, it's weird. It seems as if, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like we're all mad and we're just looking for something to be mad at.
Yeah, everybody wants to be the one to lead the charge to cancel something.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I don't want to say anything.
I know you don't want that. Now they were also saying
I do want to go to the movies.
I know.
Though.
Marcus
that sounds good.
And Cinemark, I think, were also talking, and they said they would be along the same lines. They would not enforce a mask, but they assume people would be wearing them as they go in.
Yeah. Well, best of something to someone.
I'm sure there'll be more details as it comes closer, but that's it. That's what they were saying.
Happy movies to those that choose to do so, but also happy movies to those who choose to not.
So when is AMC opening?
They're saying not all locations, but most locations. They're shooting for July 15th. I'm going to go see that Christopher Nolan movie, but I'll go in the middle of the day, and I'm wearing a hazmat suit.
Obadiah and Nikki tried their hardest, and that's what really matters. This is the worst of the Riot Podcast.
Okay, I hope he doesn't want us to keep this quiet, but we got to our news guy, Nick. he's getting his gallbladder removed.
Yeah, later today.
And I'm Googling, can you keep your gallbladder after surgery?
I don't think you're allowed to do that for after surgery for anything, are you?
I want to see. Can you keep my appendix? Can I keep my gallstones? Can patients keep, how much for their excised parts?
Ew.
That's a great thing.
No, it's not.
What? William Shatner sold a kidney stone?
Why?
$25,000.
Ew.
Generally, many hospitals are willing to return everything from tonsils to kneecaps after a pathologist examines the removed parts and takes whatever samples are necessary for hospital records. The patient can walk away with the rest. You could get it in a jar.
Yeah, but what are you supposed to do with it?
You show it to people.
Like leave it at your house? Oh, that's weird. And
No.
Years
You take
later,
it to school.
when you die, then your family has to deal with that. Don't take it home. Leave it at the hospital.
No.
Let it just go in the trash.
Keep it.
What? It's just not necessary.
You should totally do it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Do you have to bring your own jar, or do they give you a jar? Because I got those mason jars.
I'll bet you. Ooh, you know what? It's probably going to depend on the hospital.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't want them to provide the jar because that's going to be $100,000.
Yeah, but your insurance will pay for it.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
They have to reevaluate you the next time your insurance is up.
Whoa. So now, the only thing is, though, this is an article specifically about kidney stones. Who cares? I want
The
to know
gallbladder?
if Nick can keep his gallbladder. And then I want to know if we can use it to clone another Nick.
No and no.
No? You don't
No,
think
let's
so?
just let him have his surgery and recover. Let's not bother him with those details today.
Let's call him. Because he hasn't had the surgery yet.
Yeah, but he was
Now's the
so
time.
up on morphine this morning.
He's gonna be.
He won't remember any of it.
I'll tell you what. He's high as a kite right now, and he's going to
That's
be.
when you get the stuff
That's
done.
right. That's right. That's when we call him. Like, all right, Nick, you need to tell them you're going to need the gallbladder back,
and you're going to sign it off to us so we get to keep it, and it stays in the studio.
And that way, think about it this way: we put it here, and if anybody asks, you were here all day.
You were at work. Oh, my gosh.
Hello.
It's not a lie.
It's not.
That's how you get out of work without getting in trouble.
I put my gallbladder in a drawer upstairs, so if anybody asks...
Oh, no, set it out on the desk. They're like, Nick's here.
No, because you don't let them know that it's there. And so you could literally say, I came in at 4:30.
And then that way they're
it's like I never leave.
That way they want to run a lie detector test. Let's say it gets that big.
Yeah.
And they're like, here, swear to me. And you have to go in and take it, and you pass it because you're not lying.
They just don't understand how it's possible.
And they're like, how are you doing that?
How do you do this?
It's because it's all there.
It's perfect.
Oh, my gosh. It's amazing.
Perfect. We're doing this.
Such a good idea, but it's such a bad idea, but it's so great. But it's all wrong.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
This is what we are giving you today.
Things are never as bad as they seem, except when it comes to the riot. Then they're worse. They're always worse. It's the Riot on Radio U.
It's Nikki's birthday today. And as a part of her birthday celebration, we are going to be looking at other birthday parties to see if we feel like Nikki's party here, which has been amazing, or if they're doing a better job.
That's a good thing.
I'd like to look at Braden. She is 8 years old, Nikki.
Aw, what a good year to have a birthday.
She's having a birthday party, and in fairness, a lot of times your 8th birthday is a lot better than many of the birthdays that follow. Because your parents are still like, you need something.
You're still getting toys.
When
still
in
getting presents.
What you should do is kids should have little birthdays and adults should have big ones. Because adults need something to pick them up. And kids are happy all the time because their hormones haven't leveled out yet.
Okay, now that is real. And we don't need to bring that to the show, okay? Okay? Because we're all having a good day.
I'm having a great time.
Because it's a birthday today. We're just having a great day.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Nikki, is it a birthday?
It is.
All right.
So if you're like, my day's terrible, it can't be terrible because it's a birthday.
We're okay. So
You
Nikki,
get called into a meeting today, be like, I'm sorry, I can't. It's Nikki's birthday.
can't even right now. National holiday. Sorry.
Banks are still open, though.
Braden is 8 years old, and she loves Target.
Oh, is this the one?
So she had her 8th birthday party
At Target?
At Target.
Didn't everybody go wearing red shirts and like khaki pants?
Yes, they did.
It's cute.
And then they actually made, the manager was like, okay. So the manager made all the kids that went to the party Target name badges. And they got ices.
Ooh.
And they got to have a scavenger hunt. But then, just like real employees,
like everybody's Target trips,
they had to put all of the items back that they got out with the scavenger hunt.
Way to go.
They also had Target-themed sweets. And everybody who came to the party got a Target gift card so that they could buy something at the store.
They can't buy what they grabbed during the scavenger hunt?
Apparently not.
Did they really have to put it all back?
Apparently.
That's a great idea. I bet, that means they had to work with the local Target to kind of set that up. But
must have been
what
okay
a fun
with
day.
it. The thing that gets me about this is that very day that girl was celebrating her 8th birthday at Target, there were a lot of people celebrating their birthday at Target by getting up and going to work.
Oh, yeah. Now, again, remember, she's only 8. We can't blame this.
And so they went to
no
work.
No one gave us a Target gift card.
They wanted to get their birthday off, but their manager wouldn't agree because he's all angry about his bad marriage, and he takes it out on his employees.
Oh, the irony if you had to work on your birthday at Target when this little girl's birthday party was.
Celebrating her birthday at Target.
No, but she's younger. She can't help it. It's still fine then.
Or maybe, you know what, Nikki, maybe that was a real special time for you because you began to realize that, you know what, Target is worth celebrating. And what an honor it is to celebrate your birthday at Target. So you went over, paid for an icy, because as an employee, you don't even get a discount. And you already had your name badge.
Yeah, you didn't need to do that.
You also got to put things back on the shelves.
Yep.
Good Lord. What a party.
And you're already wearing the red shirt and the khaki pants or whatever they wear.
This is, I mean, every day's a birthday party at this Target.
Good for the little girl.
Ooh.
Welcome to the real world. Later.
So she got to celebrate her birthday at work. That's some dark training that she doesn't even know she underwent. Some
just
future dystopia.
Well, Tiffany, thank you for the happy birthday text. I appreciate your text.
And yeah, she...
and that's a great idea. Way to go for the little girl.
And the mom, and the manager, quite frankly, for putting that together.
You could totally see a local business not having anything to do with that and being grumpy themselves. But that was nice that they offered that.
And actually, the pictures of the party are cute. They're all little Target employees, all with ices, smiling very big.
And they get the popcorn.
Oh, and they had a cake that is decorated like Target. And yes, there's popcorn.
Okay.
My Target doesn't have popcorn anymore.
They canceled it at yours.
Which to me is like, I don't even know why we go to Target now.
Well, yours is like the newer what all the other Targets are going to turn into.
Target sucks.
If you're looking for all the funny moments you missed during the riot, we apologize. You won't find them here. There weren't any. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
So, Nikki, this is the time of summer when normally we would be getting E3.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so a lot of game companies have, like some last week, some this week, probably some next week, have been making some of their video game announcements for the fall.
So in case you're like, why am I hearing about all this stuff, around this time? That's because of it. Even though E3 was canceled, they still had stuff to say. So
I made a list of what I think are the most important things that we have kind of not paid attention to this week because of the fundraiser.
Sure.
So last week we saw that Sony announced the PlayStation 5. Well, they'd already announced it, but they announced a big lineup of games. There's a lot of confusion around the Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. And they have clarified that is going to be about a 15-hour game. So they're saying it's like half the size of the old Spider-Man game on PlayStation 4.
A lot of people are a little mad.
It was very misleading.
They kind of felt lied to.
It was misleading. But that being said, they have been comparing it to Uncharted, I believe it was Lost Legacy, which was...
So it's not a full game.
Right, but that felt like a full game. Like when I walked away from that game, it was only $40, and I'm kind of hoping that's what they'll do with this. And I loved it. I thought that was a fantastic game. So a couple other things. Cyberpunk 2077.
Is that the one with Keanu that I saw the thing from like years ago, it feels like?
It was last summer.
Oh, it was last summer. It feels longer than that.
It was 100
Where he comes
years.
down the stage and it's
yep.
like, Keanu's in this.
That's the
That's
one.
the movie. Oh, that's the game.
That's the one. Yeah, that was supposed to be out September 14th. It's been delayed till November. Bummer. That actually does bum me out a little bit. I was kind of looking forward to it.
Everybody's been waiting on that one.
And then EA had EA Play last night where they made a few announcements. One is a game I've never heard of. It's new, called Rocket Arena, that'll be out July 14th. They announced that Apex Legends is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, that's the free-to-play Fortnite competitor. That's kind of a big deal.
But it won't be free to Switch, will it?
Oh, yeah.
It still will?
Oh, yeah. It
You
will.
sure?
Switch tax?
I know, like even on free games?
The base game is free. Of course, if you'd like to add some things
you'll have to pay.
you can pay a little extra. They announced Star Wars Squadrons will be out October 3rd. And the one that a lot of people are really excited about is that Skate 4 officially exists, and they are working on it. And so it looks like skate games are kind of making their way back because you got that Tony Hawk remaster in September.
Yeah, it's making a resurgence.
Now, keep in mind, they had nothing to show us at all. They had two guys on screen going, and we're making Skate 4 probably. And that was the extent of that announcement.
You're listening to a morning show hosted by two people who absolutely despise getting up in the morning.
Will you give me a break one time?
The Riot, Radio U.
So, Nikki, did you hear what United Airlines is doing?
I saw
They're taking a swipe at you, Nikki.
No, I always remember it. I thought it was on Delta. I very rarely would ever fly United, so...
That's because they're the worst, but go on.
Is it still something that Delta has?
I don't know the answer to that.
But this does hit home because that's one of my favorite airline cookies.
United has announced they'll no longer be serving Biscoff cookies. Mm-hmm. Do you know how good Biscoff cookies are? And then... do you know what a Delight Biscoff cookie butter is?
That's amazing stuff. Hey, you bring your own cookie butter on the plane. Just eat it in front of them.
They're replacing them with Oreo
Thins. Well, that's just rude. That's because they're trying to fit another airline seat in the plane, and you got to have airline Thins.
I want to say it again. They're replacing them with Oreo Thins.
Oh, they get the big boat?
What?
It's a poor judgment call from some boardroom doesn't realize.
Give me a double stuff Oreo at least. Make me feel like you're really treating me. And instead, you're like, here, fat guy. You're always, as Nikki said, you're always complaining about how small the seats are back here. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe you're too big? Have an Oreo thin.
Just mocks you.
Aspire to greatness.
So United is what they're doing. It's called refreshing the free snack list that they hand out, which includes pretzels, Stroop waffles, and used to include Biscoff cookies.
Stroop waffles are good.
They are. They're not the best.
I'm not going to take a Stroop waffle over a Biscoff. And where are we right now? But still.
Stroop waffle land.
I would take a Biscoff over a Stroop waffle. But, okay, here's a question. Okay. Would you go Stroop waffle or over Oreo thin?
Well, just based on principle, the Oreo Thins. How many bags do you get? Do you just get one or...
I think I think they open the bag and break off a half of an Oreo Thin and hand it to you.
You have to split it with your seatmates?
Yeah.
I don't know. Depends on the mood.
That's the serving size of an Oreo Thin.
That is one of them. They said that they're not permanently being removed, but they're just being rotated out for now.
Yeah. Well, you're making a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
We also don't fly United ever, but...
I do sometimes.
We wouldn't now if we had the chance.
Do you know why I end up flying United? They're the cheapest.
Oh, really?
Often.
Don't they just do middles? Like going across?
No.
They do others?
Oh, you can go anywhere on United.
Well, they're just exceptionally cheaper when it comes to crossing over.
No, they are. I always end up flying United because they're so cheap. But there's other ways they get you, like taking your Biscoffs away.
And this is one of them. Sorry to tell you guys that if you fly United and if that something means to you. But remember, Biscoff cookie butter stuff is everywhere.
Yeah,
you can just have your own stuff.
You know what? I feel like maybe getting some Biscoff cookies and then tomorrow morning having Biscoff and coffee. Doesn't that sound amazing?
Don't stop there. So take the cookies and then take the cookie butter.
And you spread it on there
Spread
and then
it
make a
on,
sandwich.
And then make a cookie sandwich with the cookie butter because it's eating itself. It's just have that with your coffee.
You know what? That's great. I love that. I love that.
Oh, it sounds so delicious, doesn't it?
I feel like I would get up and eat that and then have to go back to bed because my body would be like,
Get
Bro,
to.
I can't handle what you're doing to me right now.
Well,
I'm going to put you in a coma until you've learned your lesson.
It needs to heal itself until you have more.
Boy,
but you're not flying anytime soon. It doesn't matter.
I'm not driving either.
The Riot Podcast. RadioU.
If you don't right now, okay, maybe I shouldn't share this. No, I'm going to. But I just feel like in sharing it, you're going to learn one more thing about me that's a little shameful.
Is everybody going to be disappointed?
Maybe.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Maybe. Do you right now have an emergency Pop-Tart?
You do.
Do you have one? Because if you don't, you should.
Well, you got to clarify. I think it's known like in a classroom or a workroom setting, not at home.
Well, I mean, Do
you have one at home? Because your emergency Pop-Tarts here at work.
Yeah, I mean, it's not at home.
So I think it's more of a work thing.
Okay. So, I mean,
in case all the other snacks are gone.
If everything's gone and you haven't made any food or whatever and you're on your way
and you have to hide it so no one else eats it.
Yeah. I didn't so much hide it as I put it in a designated area.
That's like your space.
This here is Obadiah's stuff. Don't touch his stuff.
Yeah.
And I had an emergency Pop-Tart up there.
Now, you wouldn't have it at home because then that's just your Pop-Tarts.
Right. Now, some might argue that all Pop-Tarts are emergency Pop-Tarts.
That can be argued.
And you know what? It's fine. Whatever.
Did someone eat yours or where did it go?
Well.
Are you ready to break the glass? Did you make it?
Yeah, I broke the glass, Nikki. Like I hit it's on. It's happening.
I thought I was smelling your coffee. Did you even have that?
Of course. Yeah,
okay,
I mean, there's coffee.
Both. I can't tell.
Coffee's not an emergency. Coffee is life. Mm-hmm. Coffee's like oxygen.
They have the other one?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Did you make it warm or is it just cold?
No, it's just cold. Sometimes when it's an emergency, you just dive right in.
That's true. And you can still dip it in your warm coffee and maybe warm it up a little bit.
It's an interesting idea.
You just have to be careful before it breaks. You know, you don't want to break and then lose it in the coffee.
And you have to put your hand down in your coffee. I don't want to do that.
Well, you can get
Then it's hand coffee.
No one says that. You just get a spoon.
Where do you get those?
In the break room where you had your emergency Pop-Tart in the first place.
Are there emergency spoons?
No, they're just normal spoons. We have plenty of spoons now.
Maybe we should so there's no forks then.
There's no forks.
That's the way that works.
A spoon,
That's
you
a
got to
whole other
scoop
thing.
it out.
You have
Before it just breaks apart and then just goes away and it's not even there anymore and your Pop-Tart's gone.
But then your coffee's delicious because it's Pop-Tart coffee.
Do you have the
emergency Pop-Tart coffee?
Do you have the same calorie thing if your Pop-Tart disintegrates? Do you still get the calories?
No, because it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Found it.
It's gone. We got it.
You still get the taste of the Pop-Tart.
We got it.
So you're getting coffee, that, and no calories.
I feel like it's an ad for a new Bang energy drink. Bang.
Drink it
emergency
away.
Pop-Tart.
Yep.
That's the flavor. We all know what it tastes like.
So Glenn says in the backpack he has an elk meat stick. Is that your emergency meat stick? Is that what we're dealing with?
That's not bad.
And it's elk?
Mike says, oh my gosh, yes, I thought I was the only one. I keep one in my glove box during cold weather for my girlfriend when she gets angry at me.
When she gets angry.
Hangry.
Well, you just got to be ready with whatever someone needs.
Emergency Pop-Tart, friends. I'm just letting you know if right now you are wealthy in Pop-Tarts, grab one and stick it somewhere in case of emergency.
Save it for later.
The worst of the riot is over, but the fun can keep going.
Hey, I saw you checking out my goods.
Check the Riot blog or stalk us on social media.
You want to sample them? A little try before you buy, huh?
Through riot.radiou.com.
Bro, how does Nick even live with you? Like, how does she take it?